All right, we are live, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our NFL draft prospect from Samford University, defensive lineman Conroy Cunningham. Man, how you doing, dude?
Good. How you doing? Thank you for having me. Great time to be alive.
Absolutely, man. I'm doing so well myself, man. For those people who are not familiar with you, man, tell me about yourself.
I'm a defensive end from Samford University. Started out Bethune-Cookman. I'm a physical guy, edge rusher. Like to shed blocks, be impactful in the run game and in the pass game, and be a dominant player.
Oh, that's great, man. That's what we all looking for: the speed, the edge rush consistency. But you're tall, lengthy. I mean, but what got you into football in the early part, man?
Soccer was actually my first sport growing up, and really just the physicality aspect. Running people over and getting to hit somebody got me into football, and I just excelled at it. I got better over time, using my other sports and my other trainings to transfer over to football and lead to success. Hitting people.
Oh yeah, that's the fun part. So, was there like a different position you played before that made you switch to defensive end eventually, or what?
Um, my main position in high school and actually my freshman year of college was linebacker. I played linebacker. I definitely knew I was always a defensive guy for the most part, but I gained a little weight and got a little stronger and put my hand in the dirt.
With the hand of the dirt, man, you can't go wrong with that. Like so. Was there like any other offers before you went to Bethune Cook, like coming out of high school, or no?
So I was an early grad. I was graduating early, so a lot of schools wanted me to wait to come in during the fall because scholarships. That's how scholarships renew and stuff like that. Um, so that's how I ended up choosing Bethune-Cookman because first of all, I wanted to go somewhere in Florida, so that limited a lot of options. And then I wanted to play early, and which I was able to do at Bethune-Cookman.
I mean, you wanted to be close to home, and you couldn't go wrong with that. But what do you take away from that experience from going there to the next place?
I definitely, Bethune definitely built me a foundation, of doing stuff for yourself and pretty much, not taking no for an answer, keep working and keep, achieving things and believing in yourself and just a really solid foundation and, strength, watching film, football, classroom, all of those things.
Oh, that's great, man. So, what led you to take a transfer to Samford?
I actually chose to transfer to Stanford for a couple of reasons. Graduating from Cookman, I wanted to further my education, and Stanford was a place that had a degree that I was interested in, as well as at the time they were doing pretty well in the SoCon, and I wanted to elevate my level of play, and as well as my position play. Getting a new defensive line coach that who was knowledgeable about the position and the pass rush game and things like that. So all in all, education and to elevate my football game led me to Stanford.
Absolutely. I can see why you made the switch over there. I mean, you want to up your game a little more. Maybe the competition kind of relates to where you're going to. So who do you model yourself after, man? Like just from watching tapes and all that, which defensive end or pass rush do you look up to that you'd be like, this is where I get my kind of style of play from a little bit?
Uh, my favorite guy to watch is definitely Myles Garrett. He's at the top of the game right now, and with his physicality, his patience, and his simplicity and his moves and stuff. I watch Myles Garrett, and I watch a couple other guys, like T.J. Watt and Michael Parsons, just because they're tremendous motor, and their success that they're having in the league as well.
Yeah, those are good ones to take your techniques and model from. I mean, so just from declaring from the draft, why should teams even draft you, man?
Teams should definitely draft me because I'm a likable guy, and I'm likable in a sense on the football field and off the football field. I'm a quick twitch guy, play a lot of physical football, assignment football. I'm very coachable. And then as well as I don't have a big ego. I play anywhere that you want me to play: offense, defense, tight end, linebacker, outside defensive end, three tech, special teams. I love playing special teams. I've played special teams, my whole football career, and it's that special teams is definitely an opportunity for me, and it's it's something that I take pride in for sure.
I like that kind of attitude, man. Like, what makes you stand out from the rest of your positions in this draft class?
I definitely say my quick twitchness and my explosiveness out of my hips. I feel like I'm definitely a very explosive guy, and as well as I have that quick twitch sense, change the direction, fire my feet, get vertical, things like that. Quick twitch, and as well as the explosiveness out of the hips and with the hands.
That's great right there. So, how do you prepare for your upcoming opponents? Like, how do you do as like when you get ready for those matchups?
Upcoming opponents, everything starts with film study, breaking down. PFF is a great tool that they had for college. So you could watch your players pass reps, defensive reps, run reps, and it breaks them down in different things. And you could also look at the total offensive scheme, and you want to take notice of tendencies, hi hat reads, run reads, different formations that they like to run, certain plays, their favorite plays, and pretty much trying to get to know the opponent the best that you can.
Absolutely. So, what kind of defense have you guys played at Sanford that can relate to the next level?
At Stanford, I've actually played both 3 down and 4 down. That's pretty much the story of my career. I've had a different defensive coordinator, every year, so I'm very familiar and versatile with both 3 down and 4 down. Um, I could drop from a defensive line position, or I could be in a wide five and rush the pass rusher. I could play a 4-eye and play 4-eye technique. So 3 down or 4 down, I'm very versatile with. This past year we were majority 3 down, but we had a lot of 4 down looks. So I'm pretty versatile with 3 down or 4 down.
I even like it, man. So that means you're coachable, you're adaptable. That means you're more than capable of playing any other role they ask you to do.
Sure.
Ooh, this is a good question right here. So I'm gonna throw a question. So I'm gonna give a shout out to my guy TT Flex, but I'm gonna ask this question by my guy Notorious GAV. Do you guys play wide nine on your defense or no?
For sure. Definitely in a 3rd down and long situation, or any, definitely passing situation. We get in those wide nines, and that definitely gives the offensive tackle a lot of uncomfortability just from the lineup, from the alignment, pre-snap. And wide nine is definitely a position, meant to win that pass rush rep, went to win the runner run, or the beat the chip, or the tight end block you, things like that. But definitely there's different moments where we get in that wide nine, and I feel like I excel when I get in that position.
Oh, you would fit perfectly with Sanford and how they do this type of wide nine stuff, or other teams like Cleveland and quite a few. But what NFL teams have met with you before your workouts and all that?
So I haven't really spoken to many NFL teams. I know during the football season, teams like the Bills and Tampa Bay and stuff came by to visit the school. Mostly, I've been in contact with different arena teams, and I talked to a couple UFL teams recently at the National Scouting Combine I attended. But really, I'm just looking in any opportunity to showcase my talent and really get a full run in, because I feel like my talent, my film is going to speak for itself. And I've had a couple injuries in the past 2 seasons, so just to be able to play my best ball and to be able to have put together a full season.
Okay, I can see where you're going. I mean, you got a lot left on, like they say, you got a lot left on the to bring. So sometimes those injuries in college don't mean nothing. It means what you can do at the next level. But just from all the stuff that you've like learned from, what do you take from your college experience that you could take to the next level with, like just from your learning experience?
I definitely learned a lot, and being able to juggle and multitask multiple things has definitely been a key topic in my college career. Um, I was a computer science major, and I finished pretty well with that, and I mastered my data, getting my master's in data analytics. And so to be able to juggle that as well as with football and being a role player in football year in, year out, And then additionally, I pledged to Omega Psi Phi fraternity. So a lot has been on my plate, and I feel like I've excelled in all factors at all times. And pretty much that's the main thing I feel like college taught me. Is how to operate in the real world, how to get things done, and even when at times you don't know what to do, if somebody didn't tell you necessarily, you have to go and find those answers for yourself. I feel like I've definitely been able to, get that trait from college.
Yeah, it's kind of it prepares you to the next part of life. But oh, I like this question right here. So, what's like your favorite pass rush move that you like doing?
My favorite pass rush move is definitely the stab move and the stab progressions that we have off the stab move. So the stab move is really like a speed, the power back to speed kind of move. Um, I do a stab fold or I do a stab club, really selling those 2 steps vertical, trying to get the tackle to open up and think you're doing a speed rush, and then you lead with your inside arm, trying to stab his inside pad, get some knockback, and then depending on which way he sits, you can stab and club to the outside, or you can fold into the inside.
Yeah, I can see why you would do that with your speed and a little bit of explosiveness. That can make a good advantage for you. But so how do you diet yourself into like playing shape? I know for most athletes they have to eat certain food or be in the proper shape to play at the position that they're playing to stay in good shape and health.
So I've been pretty nurtured coming up between my mom, my sister, and my pops. I've pretty much been always on a healthy diet. I'm interested more in the healthier foods, salads and fruits and lean meats and stuff like that. I'm not really into fried foods and stuff, so it comes naturally. Um, Only thing I would say during when I'm working out and of course during the season and stuff, I think the intake is more, more water, more protein, more carbs. You would think that sometimes, it's a little crazy how much, I have to eat, because otherwise I feel like I'm starving because how much I'm burning. But I definitely naturally, lean onto the healthier foods, and no matter what, I try to keep it healthy, keep it light, fruit, water, protein, get my vegetables in for sure.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And are you currently playing at 235 or you're trying to add a little more weight to your muscle?
I haven't been 235 in definitely over a year or two. I'm probably closer to 250 range, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm definitely playing at definitely closer to 250, and definitely going to stay at the 250 range. I'm gonna see how I feel about running and jumping and things like that. That's my main focus right now about my running and weight.
Yeah, that's what it says on the guideline. That's what it said on the update that you were like 235. I'm like, I'm not sure if that's accurate, but I guess it's good that I asked.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. I mean, it's possible whatever goes on with the dream, you got to keep dreaming big, man. So, what QB would you want to sack at the NFL, man? You could choose anyone.
Um, any QB I would want to sack, I probably want to choose probably Jalen Hurts, just because he's how popular he is, and then he's also a member of my fraternity, Omega Psi Phi. So just to be able to share that connection and be able to hit him, I definitely think it will be a lifetime memory and a great opportunity.
Oh, for sure, man. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. So, what's like your favorite workout just from practicing and all that other stuff? What's a good routine you like working out the most?
My favorite workout, my favorite lift was definitely power cleaning for a long time, because how many different movements it involves, and you pretty much being able to fully exert yourself, and on the field after that, got to do some sprints. Sprints is definitely essential, and especially for my position and my sport. So sprints and probably 10-yard sprints, no more than 10, because after that, whew.
That stamina. That's what happens. Because you got to play through the fourth quarter. Whoever wants it last, man, finishes the game, makes the play.
Yeah, for sure. You got to put your hand down and go full speed. You don't want nobody to see you weak, but
Oh yeah. Like, so what kind of player are you? Are you a trash talker or you let your play do the talking on the field?
I have my moments. I would definitely say I'm more of a quiet person. I'm do more visual cues during the game, talking to my other guys. Because a lot of stuff going on, football moving fast. Definitely do a lot of visual cues. So my guys know that I hear them, I see them, and we're all on the same page. But when I make a play or anything like that, one of my other guys makes a play, we're definitely going to celebrate and make sure the other team knows that they got to step it up.
Yeah, let it do the talking on the field, but then you can talk at the end. I get that part. So what's like your favorite meal to eat for game time? Like something like we always eat hours before the game or something like that to get us ready for the game.
I think any athlete knows about spaghetti for a pregame meal. That's definitely got to be my favorite go-to, and it's been around for so long. But spaghetti with meatballs, man, with maybe a little sugar on top.
Ooh, okay. I never thought of it that way. I always had the white rice or something like that because I used to play, but a little different. But we all have different routines. Speaking of a team, I mean, I'm pretty sure you grew up a fan of a team, but your secret's safe with me, man. You're good, man. You still want opportunities, but hey, we were all kids growing up as a fan of a team at one point.
Definitely one of the Florida teams. Jacksonville was my team for a little bit, but I think that definitely the Dolphins are the holy grail of NFL teams for me.
Okay, but at least you have your ties with the state of Florida. But whatever happens from here, I'm pretty sure whoever gives you the opportunity, that's going to be your team regardless.
They tell me to go out there to Green Bay. I'll be right over there first playing. It don't matter.
You'll be running to the Lambeau Leap. Okay. Okay, but let's say typically you go to Jacksonville. What would you learn from Jacksonville? What would you want to pick your knowledge from, going to Jacksonville?
Going to Jacksonville, or any team for that matter, I would really want to refine my game to a point where it's something that's sellable, something that's viable, just get to a beyond a professional level. Being able to not be able to only coach other guys and be able to be coachable and to take in new techniques, but it to be what I do, being able to write a book about it. What I'm saying? That's the type of level that I want to be on. And going into the NFL, going to a team like Jacksonville, I think that's what they will provide for me.
Oh, for sure, man. You can pick knowledge from certain veterans. That's what I'm saying. But once you get to the door, that's all you need, man, is that opportunity.
Sure.
Yeah, but speaking of, so looking back at the way you played your game, what is something that you need to work on to improve on the most at the next level?
I definitely been working on, refining my pass rush, and it's really finishing at the top of the hoop, being able to finish at the top of the hoop. And beyond that, I think my game is pretty refined. I'm able to tackle well. I'm pretty patient and in my run fits and my run gaps. And it's being able to finish at the top of the hoop to be a elite pass rusher. I'm pretty solid in dropping in coverage. I'm comfortable. And special teams I'm comfortable in. But I just would like to be able to be more elite and finishing in the top of that hoop.
Okay, that's something we can definitely see right there. I mean, everybody has certain areas they got to improve on to go to that next level. But this is a good one. Wait, hold on. If Conroy could have any play of his career back to do over, what would it be and why? That's a good one.
Oh, I try not to think about those moments because those moments haunt you. But I definitely would want to go back to one of the biggest games. Go back to maybe Texas A&M. I feel like I did have a couple opportunities. I hit Marcel Reed one time. I would want to go back to those one of the big games. Just take a step faster. Just do my pass rush move just a little bit faster. On any given play to be able to celebrate and make those highlight plays. And no person to do it better than one of the biggest, Texas A&M.
Okay, so see, Texas A&M is one of the top competitions, so that had to be something you wanted to get better tape on, huh?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Oh, absolutely, man. I can like that attitude. You only said a couple of teams have showed interest, but I guess not Seattle, right? Have they shown interest or no?
Nah, not the Seahawks. I haven't heard from them yet. But in coming times and me going to different trials and things like that, I expect different teams to reach out and make some type of contact. But from what I've heard, people know about me. It's just about them, looking further, looking deeper into me.
Okay, that's fair enough. To answer my boy Shifty's question, I'm pretty sure we said it earlier, but just one specific player that you model your game after.
We're gonna go Myles Garrett every time.
Oh man, see, I knew it. See, you were gonna say Myles Garrett, man, but you said a couple players in the early part, but some of the followers are coming in slowly. They're kind of getting up to speed. Oh, how much do you bench? There's a good question right there. Like, man, you got to be a beast in the weight room, right?
Yeah, so the most I've ever benched was 415. I hit it last year, and it was pretty smooth right before the season. Most recently, I went to National Scouting Combine, and I got 22 reps on the bench press, but I'm looking to improve in that as well. But yeah, 415 and 22 reps.
415, yeah. For your size, that's pretty impressive. And 22 reps, yeah, that's beast right there. I like this one because we all have certain favorite coaches that we can always be in different ways how they make us who we are today. But we got certain favorites. Maybe be fair, right?
My favorite coach, I think it had to be Coach Darian Moody, my most recent D-line coach. For the past 2 years, I've been here at Samford. I feel like he was part of the reason why I came to Samford, and also I was able to be very open and honest with him with all my emotions, all my how I feel on the field. And he also trusted me, to call the games, to choose personnel and different things like that. So that relationship that he built with me was definitely appreciated, and just being able to tell him anything on the field, off the field, and him not treat me some type of way or have no absurd reaction. He's always trying to understand my mindset and try to get me onto whatever mindset, whatever thing that he wants me to be doing.
Oh, see, that's a guy that's more than just a coach at their like life stuff and all that stuff. That's good. You always get those kind of people.
We had a little competition, and the winner of the competition got a gift. And so I ended up winning the competition, and the gift I got from him was a little watch, a little G-Shock watch, nothing major, but, how I made the comment to him, this watch, I could think about you forever. Every time I put on the watch, I got this watch from my coach.
You got time. Yeah, for sure, man. Oh, I guess we all have a certain favorite teammate, but we all like to put it separately, man. We don't want to divide, but you can pick one guy you had fun with. Who's your favorite teammate and
why? I've had definitely a lot of teammates. I love all my guys, but most recently, one of my favorite teammates I'll say is Quincy Critton. He was our Sanford's quarterback, and he solid guy. Would take off his shirt off his back for you and give you a ride, anything like that. And he was a smooth guy that didn't have any issues, any drama, and always supported me. And even when he wasn't doing well at times and things like that, he was definitely very supportive on and off the field, and that was one of my guys. We actually went and seen to the NBA YoungBoy concert and sitting at the top, and so that was definitely a thing for us young folk.
Shout out to him being one of those kind of teammates. I mean, not a lot of them put all that effort like all the time. Some of them like to go on their own way and do their own thing, but that's got to speak volume for him as a person. There's a guy who used to went to Sanford once upon a time. Are you familiar with Jaquaski Tart, man?
I'm not familiar. What year he was?
He was a draft prospect like in 2015, played at Sanford. He was a safety.
Gotcha. I know we got definitely a couple of league guys, but I'm not familiar with him. But the safety position, I definitely appreciate anybody who plays safety because they're usually a smaller guy, and a lot of times they have to come and play in the box, and fit the run fit, as well as they need to stay over top, and they're the general of the deep ball. So I got a lot of respect, and I appreciate a lot of the safeties out there.
Oh, for sure. Oh, this is a good one I like right here. This is a good question. Just from a defensive line, do you focus on trying to get to the quarterback or do you focus on stopping the run?
I definitely, like I said, I want to be dominant at both. But if you can't stop the run, you can't stop anything else. Stopping the run is definitely, rule number one in defense. And then, you want them to get in that pass rush game, so it gives you more opportunities for you to rush the passer and get those sacks and things like that. So, running the game, stopping the run is mandatory. That's the first thing. And then, when the passing game opens up, you want to open up your pass rush and things like that.
Oh, for sure, man. See, I like that answer because, like you said, if we don't stop the run, we can't rush the passer, man. See, that's the kind of attitude I like, man. So, outside of football, who was Conroy Cunningham as a human being?
Outside of football, Conroy Cunningham is a family guy, somebody that puts his family first, has a strong faith, uh, wants to stay in the community, and wants to do a lot, but doesn't want to be seen by a lot. I want to do as much as I can to better my world and have something respectable when people think about and find out about Conroy Cunningham. But at the same time, I'm not really here for the fame or for the drama either. I'm here for to make the world as better as I can, for anybody and myself and everybody around me.
Oh, amen to that, brother. Is there an offensive lineman that you look forward to facing?
Big boy Trent for the Niners, of course. But
oh, Trent, man, that's gonna be a tough one, man. That's like going against Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah, but I just seen plenty of guys that got the best of him. He's a human just like all of us. So that's definitely an opportunity, and I feel like going against those type of guys, I rise to play my best football.
To be the best, you got to beat the best.
Right.
That's the attitude I like right there, man, because you want to face the best.
Yes, sir.
Even if it's Lane Johnson or Mulata, man, it don't matter, man. You got to face the best.
Panay Sewell over there at the Lions, what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who the lineman is, everybody has their own faults,
Yeah. So this has got to be like a dream come true, just like feeling like, when did you know this was the day you were going to finally live out the dream, man? Like, not everybody gets opportunities to get into the NFL or get a chance to pursue it,
It really is still a dream to me. That just is slowly coming true. Even from like a high school standpoint, I never even thought about finishing college. My thing from high school was, I just want to make it. I just want to make it to play D1 football. And then, as I progressed, goals changed, and I've written down different goals. And a lot of people don't even make it to this point to finish college football. It's really a blessing, and it's just something I take day by day. Honestly, try to give my best effort day by day, and I just tell myself, see it through. You went this far, you put this much into it. You know what I'm saying? Keep putting into it, keep going, and don't give up, because I feel like giving up or taking your foot off the gas is something that you could regret for the rest of your life, and I definitely don't want to have that feeling, especially when I'm already put myself in this position to have this opportunity.
Yeah. You only live once for these opportunities. You don't want to miss out on those ones. So you got to hit, man. You can't miss. That's like the old saying, man. If you hit, you should get it. But if you miss, oh well. But at least you tried, like they all say. So backup plans. We all got backup plans, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to pursue your career. But we all got backup plans in case, man. So what's like your backup career plan?
I got a couple backup plans if I end up don't playing ball. I definitely want to do something in computers. I got my bachelor's in computer science, and I'm getting my master's in data analytics. So I'm thinking some cybersecurity, most likely on the defensive side, and would probably like to be employed somewhere in the government, if not in the military or FBI or something like that. Something with the government pay, government benefits and job security and things like that. And I feel like it's somewhere I'll be able to grow and live my life at.
Well, you're getting ahead of it, man. So you already know what to expect, man. So no matter what happens, you'll be successful whatever direction you go, man. But are there any other sports that you participate in?
In high school, I used to wrestle, and I also had a little small stint in track. I was a thrower, and I ran the little 4x1. But in football is in college football has definitely been the main feature ticking over. In the off season, I still try to get out there with the track team and get me some work in on the track. But football is definitely year round. Especially in Florida, we have spring football and fall football. I know some other states they don't have spring football, but we definitely been year round. Football been my main sport.
Florida's just like that, man. They're just like that for sure. Ooh. We were watching the College Bowl. Who were you rooting for, man? Even for just being a football fan.
I was definitely rooting for Miami. In my heart, I wanted Miami to win because Florida boy and University of Miami and their legend. But in my brain, I always knew that Indiana was going to win just because of how impressive Indiana has been, especially in the college playoffs. They've been playing clean football. They've been dominating in multiple phases. They're not really relying on one guy or two guys. It's a team effort, and Indiana definitely had a great showcase and showed everybody why they're number one this past season.
Oh, for sure, man. See, I like this, man. So there's more about you as a person outside of football, but it seems like you already getting ahead of the game on this one. So it's gonna be fun, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to what happens on the next journey for you, man. Definitely going to root for you to succeed, man. Whether it's in San Fran or any other team in general, bro. Just take advantage of those opportunities, man. Don't let it slip away.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I appreciate that. I plan to give it my best, and I want something, like I said, to represent myself and my family and everybody else around me.
Oh, for sure, man. And for everybody else, oh wait, let me just put one more question right here. Who do you think is? Ooh, I don't know if that would be a question because I'm pretty sure you'll be confident and say I'm the best one in the college.
For sure, I'm gonna give myself the nod for sure because I feel like put me against anybody, I'm a problem. But this past season, we gotta give it, and then we're gonna go to Ruben Bain for sure. What?
Ooh.
We'll go Ruben Bain. He plays my position. He's in my fraternity, and he does a lot of the things that I feel like I do, and I could excel, and I could picture some of his things out of his game that I include in my game. So I'm definitely gonna go Ruben Bain.
Oh, for sure, man. He's got the coolest last name too, man, because he must be that monster Bang.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, for real. But in all seriously, man, man, I wish you the best luck on your journey, man. Keep me in touch on what goes on with your career, man. I'd definitely like to see you to the next chapter, man. Maybe we can recap on your next journey, man. Maybe we can make something happen down the road.
Yes, sir. I look forward to seeing you at that time down the road, where I got some more success under my belt and things are going great for me.
Oh, for sure, man. And for everybody else, man, tell them who you are and tell them where you're going from here.
I'm Conroy Cunningham, SAMFORD defensive end, and I'm just looking forward to go up and showcase my talent at the next level. To be physical, be fast, be smart, and be a great football player.
Oh, for sure, man. I love this attitude, man. And everybody else, go check out SAMFORD, defensive lineman, Conroy Cunningham. This guy is fast, twitch. He can do everything, special teams, whatever you want him to do, he's going to do it just for anybody in the team, and regardless, man. That's going to be fun. And for everybody else, man, thank you guys for tuning in, man.